Hey guys, it's Sophie.
And Jamie again.
And this is the sort of second part of my theatre haul. This is just wicked. Jamie can see all the things all over the floor here.
It's very green.
It's very green. There is way too much stuff for one person to have for one show. But again, you're going to try and whiz through it. Hopefully Jamie will be able to say a bit more because he might be interested in some of these things that I'm not sure I've shown you everything I own here actually.
No.
They're pretty cool. This might be a long video, but hopefully if you've clicked on this video, you do like Wicked, because that's all you're going to see. So we'll start off with programmes. This is Philomene, actually. This is when we went, and we were meant to see Philomene, but she got a back problem and had to have some surgery. And we saw the understudy, who was... Do you remember who she was?
Emma Hatton, I think. Oh, no.
No! This was the other time we saw Kerry Ellis. We did still go when it was cancelled and see Emma Hatton, but we saw Kerry Ellis, but they hadn't changed the programme yet, although I do have a programme I'll show you in a bit. You can take those actually across. Have a little look as they go by. This, also Philomene, I believe this is the time we went, and it was Emma Hatton. There's quite a few Just Wicked programmes, as you can see I have a problem. Here's another one. And this is just got a dragon on the back. Let's have a look. Louise Dearman and Gina Beck. And if you don't know, Louise Dearman was both Glinda and then went on to become Elphaba, so she's played both, which is pretty fantastic. You can have a look / pop it on the side. Another one. Nothing on the back. This might be... No, this is Rachel Tucker and Gina Beck. I saw this with you. Yeah. This is my first time actually I saw Wicked.
Same,
with Rachel Tucker and Gina Beck. And I did go and see Louise Dearman with you. I don't know if it was that one or this one, because I saw Louise Dearman at Christmas, and I think then I went to see her with you.
Yeah, after exams.
So I saw her twice. Those are all the brochures of when I went, and then because I didn't get a brochure with Kerry Ellis in because they hadn't changed it, you went again shortly afterwards, and they had this different looking brochure.
Are they all like this now? Have they changed it?
I don't know. I haven't been back since. I haven't been back since, but I don't know which I prefer actually. I think I prefer the picture on this, but this is glossy, and I like matte programmes, as I said in my last video. But if we can find my favourite picture of her potentially. So I actually messaged you like frantically, like, oh my god, I forgot. Can you pick me up a programme since they've changed them? And you didn't get them.
No, I didn't get
but you picked me up a programme anyway, despite not actually seeing that I had asked you to, which shows how well you know me. So thank you very much for that.
That's okay.
Onto stuff I've got from when I saw the show. Again, I think you got me this. You went down and got me a drink, because I remember like you texted me like, oh my god, what flavour do you want? And it turned very panicky. But I kept this, I washed it out and kept this. This is just like a slushy cup, but it's got their faces on it, which is pretty cool. I have a sort of hot chocolate, hot drink cup, which is pretty cool. It says I'm defying gravity on the back. I don't think I've ever used this. Most of the stuff here I don't use, but I just have it because I should. I did use this for a long time, and I ordered this. It's not official merch. It was designed by someone. He does a lot of Disney drawings, and he like twist them a bit, so he's got like Ariel as like a traditional sort of predatory mermaid and things like that. But he did this really nice drawing of Elphaba, and he sold them on phone cases as well as on posters. And I bought it, and I had it on my last phone for ages. It doesn't fit this phone anymore, but I still kept it because it's really nice, and it says Wicked along the bottom. So I can pass that along. It's quite broken, so you can tell it's been well used. Speaking of posters, I do have, that's not in this video, a poster of Wicked in my room, but I wasn't going to take it off the wall. Last drinking utensil.
That's a drinking utensil. Ah.
It says, the Wonderful Wizard's Green Elixir Morning Cure-All, one sip never fails. So this is the drink that her mother takes, spoilers. It happens in the first 5 minutes of the show. And if you haven't seen the show, I'm not sure why you're watching this, but you should go see it. So, that back. It's very rattly. I lie actually, not last drinking utensil, but it's not really utensil, and I'll show you that later. I have some books. None of which I've read fully. I think I got like 1/8 of the way through the novel of Wicked, which was written before the show, quite a while before, and is quite weird, quite messed up, quite sexualised, and I didn't manage to finish it when I was a bit younger. I might come back to it. It's really, really strange. So there's a warning. It's good. You get a lot more in depth in the characters and their relationships. Glinda's a lot nicer. Like, she's quite nice from the beginning in this. She's like quite misunderstood. I mean, she's spoiled, but it like explains that she's, you know, it's how she's grown up, how she's become accustomed. She's not a nasty word that I was about to say. She kind of is in the show because they have to show their relationship quite early on and quite quickly. So they just make her a nasty person. This I've never read. This is
I really want to read that.
Unnaturally Green. Well, you can borrow it. This is from Felicia, I can't pronounce her name, Richie, however, from her sort of audition to her final night in the show, which is pretty cool.
Understudy or cover, wasn't she?
I don't know, I've not read the book. And I think was she in America?
Yeah. So
I know very little about the American actresses anyway, but I do want to read this at some point because it talks about her experiences. I also did philosophy, A-level. Jamie's just reading the blurb there. They're really interesting. And this is called The Wicked Truth. And I have read a bit of this and I really want to read more. And this is When Good People Do Bad Things by Suzanne Ross. And it talks about, it's like an explanation of philosophy and ethics, but it uses examples from the play and sort of talks about why these people did these things, what drove them to it, whether it's good. Where's the contents? They've got some really good... looking at the world through green-coloured glasses, making good and evil, an unexamined life, moral ambiguities, the road of good intentions. It sort of just talks about specific things and talks about the philosophy and ethics of them, which we debate quite a lot, like whether, comment below whether you sympathise with Nessa or not. Because I do. Like, she lost everything and she's like 14.
Yeah.
She's 14 at the start of the play, and in the show, I think the interval's meant to span over a year. It's a lot longer in the novel, I think, but it's meant to be about a year later, so she's 15. And her sister has left and become a criminal, as far as she knows. She's lost everyone, she's in a wheelchair. It's horrible stuff happens, and if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil any more, but I feel really bad for her.
I feel sorry for her.
I feel really sorry for her.
She didn't have to be so mean.
Yeah, but you can see, I see what drove her to it, and I feel really bad for her. But a lot of people just think she's not very nice. This is Wicked, a musical biography, which I really want to read. But again, I haven't. But it's got little bits of the music in, and again, the white balance won't let you see the pages. But this is really nice as well. It's a nice hardback as well, which is great in a book. Okay. I think you might have recommended that to me. Possibly.
Is it? Yeah, the story of it, the whole thing. Like, not the show, like that, how the life.
Yeah, how sort of it came into existence. I have read a bit of it, and I think there's bits of that in the Grimoire that are quite similar. Speaking of which, one of my most prized possessions, you bought this for me with Dan, I believe, and I was just so happy. It's beautiful. I don't let anyone... I think Tom put a drink on it once and I was like... You respect the Grimoire. But I'm going to try and open it to a random page. It is a really lovely book. And it's based off... The Grimoire is actually in the play. It's like the magical book with lots of spells. And it talks about all the characters. And it's just really lovely. So if you like Wicked... and Christmas is coming up, put this on your Christmas list. Yeah. There you go.
Are you going to open the front cover?
Oh god, I forgot! No, this is not mine. Or is it? That's not mine that's signed. Is that yours?
Did you not get it?
No. Mine is not signed. My programme is signed. And we brought gifts to Kerry and Savannah when we saw them. Jamie... So confused. Jamie bought his Grimoire along and it's signed, but mine isn't. No, I was too scared about bringing it to London. So, and the lighting has changed and I look really shiny. So, thank you, sun, for suddenly it's a horrible day, and now it is. That's a little bit better. Now it's horrible. This is a script that I may have written or gotten from various places because I am too obsessed. And it's on green paper. This is the Wicked script. It's not entirely accurate because the basis I got from it is the American version. But I decorated it and put it in a green folder. And these are little sort of chibis I drew of the characters, which I was quite proud of.
That's really cool.
Yeah. They've all got their own individual, can you see her? There you go. They've all got their individual little laminate file as well, so it's a really slippy book. But that's pretty cool. If anyone wants to reenact Wicked, I have a little script. I also have another script that I might show you in a second, but let's whiz through these. I have a bag, which all my musical stuff used to be in, so the bag's quite damaged. But it looks like that. It says green for good. It's like meant to encourage you to. They're quite good environmentally because they're green. I know it's so punny, but so it's a bag, so you don't use plastic bags, things like that when you're buying stuff. There you go. Again, I'm not giving you the chance to talk, but
it's okay. We'll
it's
just
too
keep
much.
going.
We'll show Jamie stuff, and then he can just talk the entire video, and it will even out. I kept this because I'm a bit sad. This is a young performer, and they had an article on Kerry Ellis being in Wicked, which I thought was pretty cool, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect it to be. I don't know why I didn't expect it to be in a young performer magazine, but I'd never seen her in them before. Go. I have a card that I got from my folks for Easter, which I kept because they designed it like this with a little hat, and they said, for a wicked happy Easter. Again, you can't see it, but it says Wicked, and Wicked is written in green, and it is lovely. Just like handing
this?
stuff.
Who made it?
Josephine, I believe, made it for me.
Yeah.
So it is really lovely. This is the t-shirt I'm talking about, which is, what size are you? It's a large, but it just doesn't fit. It's really small. That's not a large. That's not a large. I guess it probably fits me now. I've lost a bit of weight, but it's really tight and really narrow around the waist and not very long. So
yeah, it wouldn't fit
like if someone said that it's like the same size as my Ghost t-shirt, which is a small, and this is a large, so and it doesn't fit as well. So their sizing is a bit strange, but it's really nice, and all the cogs and everything are silver and lovely. They do a lot of clothes there now. I'm not going to show that. I think I ordered these online. I didn't get these personally, but there's some pictures. This is Rachel Tucker, isn't it? Yeah. What did I say? That doesn't say Tucker, I'm sure.
Rachel Tuck.
Tuck. Anyway, there's Rachel Tucker, all lovely and wrapped up. I've got to be careful with these. I've got Louise Dearman, and I don't think this is signed.
Postcard?
Yeah, I think this came with when I got her album.
Ah, okay, yeah.
This is Idina Menzel. I got this off eBay, and I'm not entirely sure if they're legitimate, but I think they might be. I looked them up, and they match their signatures quite well. That's Kristen Chenoweth, which is
That's
nice
really
as well.
creepy from the back with the light shining through.
Oh god, yeah, it is. Oh, you can't see. And there's Kerry Ellis, which was from her original run. This was meant to be taken. But I don't know if these are legitimate because they're off eBay, and I wasn't there, obviously, when they were signed.
Really legit.
It looks like their signatures, but we shall probably never know. I'll leave those there. On to actual merchandise. Keyring. Lovely, wicked Skyline keyring. I'll take it out of the bag for you, actually. Again, I don't think it's ever even been taken out the bag. The sellotape's still on. I have a problem. I think the first time I went to Wicked I spent about £60–70 on merchandise on top of the tickets. So there's the lovely keyring. I have this, which I love. I put it on a chain, really cool. But I think it's meant to be like a keyring. This is Shiz University sigil. It's not a sigil. Symbol.
I feel like everyone that's been in the show should have one of those.
Should all have one. It's brilliant. I'll put you there. I've got 2 other necklaces, which a lot of people get these when they go and see the show. They have a Glind necklace and an Elphaba necklace. So this is, it's a bit tangly. This is the Glinda one, and it's her
it's the bubble.
It's her bubble, yeah. And it's silver and it's really pretty. I'll pop them back in their packaging in a minute. I think the Glinda one is actually prettier, and it certainly sits on the neck better than the Elphaba one. But you know, it has to suit the character. So this is the Elphaba one, which is like, you can't see very well unless it's 3D, but it's the hat sort of made out of mesh, which is really nice. And obviously it's got green little pearls, whereas Glinda has blue because of her blue bubble dress. I kept this again because I'm sad. We were sat quite near the front once and we caught the streams that come out at the beginning of the show, and I kept them. And I have another keyring, which is Elphaba's hat, which again is pretty cool. I have, this is already longer than the last video and we've not finished. I have a pen, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Can you see? Can you see? You probably can't see. Have I got something I can show it on?
Maybe the back of a black t-shirt.
Ah, the back of a black t-shirt. You are very clever. Can you... Oh god, this is... No, you can't see it. You can see something. It shows the logo, basically. That's all you need to know. I have... I don't know what was in there. Oh no, that was for the... I have this, which is quite cool. This is the original script. This is photocopied, it's not actually signed, but it's a copy of the original script, signed by all the cast. I'm going to bring the brightness down so you can actually see this one. Woo!
That's so cool.
I'm really pleased to have this. And it's actually correct for the American one anyway. The English one's actually slightly different, and that really annoys me because I want an English copy. I'll bring you back up again now. Whee, we're bright. I want an English copy, but you can't really get them. But that is pretty cool. Again, I ordered that online, and this is definitely not authentic. It's just photocopied, but the original is authentic. And finally, oh, not even finally, but I'll show you this first. This, when I left Drama Society, my students made me this lovely little book, and one of them actually handmade this, like stitched it and sewed it, and it's beautiful. And they've filled it with things, and it's just lovely. It's like really completely full. What does that say? That says ditto. You can't see it because it's white, but they've written lyrics, they've written references to things that happened while I was teaching them. So this is why I want to be a teacher. If I ever feel down or my students are being naughty, some students liked me. Final 2 things. These you can't get in England, but I have these, which are really cool. I love them. I'm in Oz. Would you like to try them on?
Do they make everything green?
They do.
They do.
Really, really green. I might actually put it over the lens in a minute so you guys can see. They sell these in America, and I don't know if they sell them in the theatre in America, but they do on the American site. None of the other sites have them. And the shipping's ridiculous, but last Christmas, just before Christmas, they had free shipping offer. So I went, I'll make it a Christmas present to myself and I'll get them, because they were like $20, which is like £15. But it was like $20 shipping or something ridiculous. I don't know what it is now, it might have changed. But from America, these are quite fragile because they're proper, like, I think they might actually be glass, I'm not sure. But they're really cool, so I had to buy them. And when the shipping was free, I was like, right, I'm getting them right away, right now. I think they suit me. Yeah, Tom doesn't like them, he thinks they look weird, but I think they suit me. I think my Twitter or my Facebook picture is me going like that. And my hair's up, and it looks really cool. I will show you, actually, through the lens. Ooh. They're really green. They're not like some sunglasses where it's tinted, but you can't really tell. Everything looks really green through them, which is very cool. And this is the final thing.
This is really cool.
I always wanted, this is not exactly what I wanted, I always wanted the green Elixir bottle. And you can't buy a replica, and they don't make bottles anywhere that look like them that I could maybe just put some green liquid in so it looked like it. I always keep like going on eBay and looking for it. I can't find anything similar, but when I went at Christmas, they have quite a lot of stalls. They have a big lobby, foyer, and they have like candy floss stalls and bars and things like that. And at Christmas they had like a champagne stall, and they sold these adorable little things. And you can't see on the tag, but it says have a little drink. It's got a Christmas tree. And this is a lovely little green bottle. It looks a bit more black in the... shh, my brother's walked in. It's a bit more black in the camera, but it's a little bottle of champagne, which I've never opened because I don't want to spoil it. I think my dad actually bought this for me when we were up there because I went with my family. Oh, here we go. It's Grays and Feather, the boutique sparkling specialist. You can go to graysandfeather.com. That's an American grey, if you're wondering. They probably won't sell these anymore, but I just thought this was really lovely, and you can't get it most of the year round. So it's the closest I've got to a green elixir, and maybe one day I will open it, but I don't want to spoil it. And that, I believe, is everything. This is 20 minutes long. Oh my god, I have a problem. The other one of everything else was only about 15 minutes long before. If you haven't seen that, by the way, it should have come out before this one, so just go to my channel, give it a subscribe while you're there, and watch the last one, which has got everything else. It's got quite a lot of Ghost, We Will Rock You, Avenue Q, all sorts of good things. So thank you very much for watching. Have you got any last words, Jamie?
No, Ghost the theatre.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost is Jamie's favourite, but I don't think you have as much Ghost stuff as I have Wicked stuff.
No.
But they don't have as much merchandise on offer. I'm sure you would if you could.
Yeah, probably.
But it's just, oh, why do they sell all these things? Because then I have to buy them and have no money left. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.